70 to 80, embracing the wisdom. This is the part of life where the noise finally stops. There's no more rush, no more pretending, no more proving, just the truth. The kind that can't be bought, rushed, or undone. You've lived the story, you've played the game, you've seen how fast it all goes, and now, looking back, you can see the pattern clearer than ever. The money came, the milestones came, the recognition came, but none of it stayed. What stayed were the people, or the silence left when they were gone. At this age, no one talks about their achievements. They talk about the moments that never came back, the birthdays they missed, the kids they barely saw grow up, the health they thought would last longer. Every old person tells you the same thing, and you probably won't listen until you're one of them. They say, I wish I hadn't worried so much. I wish I said yes to more time with people I loved, and I wished I'd looked after my health sooner. Every generation says it, every generation ignores it, and every generation pays the same price. You think you'll be the exception, but you won't if you don't change. The generational insights are that 70% said family and relationships are their greatest source of peace. 20% said health remains their most valued asset. 10% said giving back or mentoring others brings the most purpose. When asked what they would tell their younger self, 60% said let go of the worry sooner. 40% said, protect your relationships and your health. Everything else can wait. The key generational comparison. Their current priority is family and relationships at 70%. When they were younger, they only appreciated this for about 30%, and they wish they'd increase that. At this age, health and peace of mind is 20%, and they maybe 5 to 10% when they were younger, and they wish this was more. At this age, giving back and legacy is 10%, 5% when they were younger, so they rarely considered it, and they wish they'd changed that. The pattern, by this stage, the truth is brutal and clear. Everything you were scared to lose doesn't matter. Everything you took for granted was everything that did. You start to realise life was never about what you built. It was about who you built it with. Every memory that brings peace has nothing to do with money or status. It's about laughter, presence, love, the small, ordinary things that ended up being the only things. And the point? It's not from what you lost. It's from knowing you could have lived better when you had the chance. That's the hardest part of wisdom. It comes after you need it. The wake-up call. If you're reading this and you're not there yet, listen. The people at this stage aren't trying to impress anyone. They're trying to warn you. You don't need to wait until your body slows down to realise how fast time moves. You don't need to lose someone to understand what really matters. You don't need to be old to start being wise. Peace doesn't arrive at 70. It's built every day before it. If you don't build it now, you'll spend your later years trying to buy it, and it's not for sale. Our reflection. At the end of it all, wealth means nothing if you don't have health. Success means nothing if you have no one to share it with. And time means nothing if you wasted it being busy instead of being present. Legacy isn't what people remember about you. It's how they live because of you. So before you become old and the old voice saying, I wish I had, be the person who says, I'm glad I did. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop postponing peace.